Good morning. I'm starting to really like this whole, like, where's the motivation series that I have going on. Helps me stay accountable, focused, and it kind of gives another side of my channel that I'm not really used to showing, I guess. I had not had to purchase, is that proper English? Anyways, I have not had to purchase bubble wrap because I've always reused everybody's packing supplies. So thank you. But had to finally crack down and buy some. Hey. I also had to pick up some packing tape because I was out. So that's why I decided to make this video. Good morning. Good morning. Happy holidays to you as well. Yeah. So I couldn't ship anything, and I feel terrible because I didn't have any packing tape. I go through packing tape like bananas really fast. Hello. So of course I'm going to be packing, but if you hear and see any noises, I have 2 small children, and oftentimes they're like zoo monkeys and get into my stuff. So I have all of these are shipping labels. So that's how much stuff I need to pack up. It's like no joke. You know, when I go through, I'll show you how I pack up my stuff. And most of this stuff is from eBay, Etsy. This is what's happening now. Most of this stuff is from eBay, Etsy. I get those throughout the week. And then some of these are straggler YouTube sales. So a lot of times I have I'm pretty schedule oriented. For me personally, that's how I prefer to be in life in general. So I definitely, especially if you're doing something like this, definitely encourage some kind of schedule so that you don't get behind, and make sure you have more than enough shipping supplies. That's where my bubble wrap goes. Yes, the kids take it. Yeah. It's great. So I'm going to start, like I said, this is a little bit, I hate packing late, but unfortunately, it is what it is. I've had a few of these sales, wrapped in bubbles. Yes. A few of these sales are a couple of days old. I feel terrible, but I really try to get them out as soon as possible, like literally day of. I kind of have an advantage and a disadvantage because my mail person tends to come later in the day. So they pick up my packages later in the day. But with that being said, these are late than I would prefer. So I'm going to start with cleaning up the bubble wrap. And I'm going to start with my eBay Etsy sales. I'm going to start with my Etsy sales, and then I'll continue on from there. Honestly. No, not anymore. Okay. That's enough on the floor. All right. Since it's been a couple of days, I can't remember what they are, so I'll go ahead and show you. Obviously, I'm not going to show you the names of the persons, but if you'd want, I can tell you how much I had them listed for on Etsy. It's usually, unless someone messages me, it's just plain sold. There's no deals. There's no, whatever, plain sold. So the funny thing about this is that these have been on my Etsy for a long time. And I want to say a long time, maybe like summer of this year, maybe. And my kids love playing with them. They're roly-polies. And they're tin. They're old tobacco tins. And I sold 2 out of the 3 that I have this past week. I should also note that I was running a sale on my Etsy because of Black Friday and whatnot. So when I have a whole handful like this, I'll write on the bottom what they are. So this was a roly-poly tin. And so let me know if you guys have any tips or tricks or anything. Another one sold. It's the same roly-poly tin. I ended up getting 3 of them. And mistakenly, I accidentally switched around the heads. And I'll go ahead and take the blame, but it was my kids. They flipped around the heads and I just left it. And I took pictures of them, and some guy was like, hey, I think the heads are mixed up. And I'm like, So anyways, another thing that has been hot and popping, and I talked about this yesterday on my Etsy, is Laurel Birch earrings. Those have been hot and popping. Hey, don't yell. So I have sold so many of those on my Etsy in the last little bit. And thimbles. I couldn't believe it. I sold my set of 10 thimbles this morning. So, hey, Viv. That's what I'm going to grab as well. Thimbles. And done with that. Okay, so let's get ready to rumble. So there's going to be a lot of movement in this video. You guys are going to remain in this area, but I'm going to be doing a lot of movement because that's usually how it goes. For me, especially with my kids, packing and things tend to take twice as long because I'm like, hey, don't touch that or whatever. Okay, let's go get started. So you may see back here, there it is right there. This has been my organization. My organization place. I purchased it recently and I'm in love with it. I showed it in one of my other videos. It really helps me stay organized and stay on top of what my things are. It was really a transition period from things everywhere to things in a designated area. So this has definitely grown. So I'm going to go grab the roly-polies. So these are what I'm talking about. Literally, they're old tobacco tins. Looks like Mike Myers in the hallway. Oh, that's a jacket. That's funny. Hey, Patsy. So yeah, this is one that sold, and I had the heads all, but they sit flat, and this one happens to be called the Butcher, and it has it on the bottom here. They're made by Bristol Ware, so I don't know. I priced them higher. Because I did. And yes, I did, Patsy. Thank you so much. I also got the salsa. I know that didn't come from you, but it was quite delicious, and I put it on everything yesterday. So just like with anything, I really try to pride myself on packaging. It's really important to me. I also have little business cards that I put as like a thank you. Do you want to watch more Ladybug? Yeah. Okay. Ladybug, Ladybug. So I tend to just, I have these I love spicy salsa. My husband still has not tried it because he wants to try it on camera. So create a little bit of a monster that way. So anyways, yeah, here is this one. They're really lightweight, which is another thing too. Things that I look for to ship are things like this when they're really lightweight. I sell a lot of tins and stuff on my Etsy, things like that. What's the matter? Yeah. What's the matter? So these particular things I have in bags. I have a baby gate up. So I need to make sure these are going to fit. I definitely need to be more organized. Sorry, did your daughter ever find her milk? I found her milk. So the answer to that is no. But thanks for asking. It's too much. So yeah. I have no clue. I can hear my husband now saying, you should have been more prepared before you go on live. Hey, Hope. So I don't know where my gun is. My I'll find it when I don't want to. It's usually the way it works. My nose itches. You eating an apple? So, hey. Apple. 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 Yeah. So here we go. Isn't that funny? It's like, if it was so easy, then why aren't you helping me? You know what I mean? No, he does. He does an awesome job helping me. I just I'm a judgery-do. I always joke with Jenny, and I'm like, oh, I get off or I get on, and I'm like, oh, that's my nose itches like crazy. And I mean, there's no need for it to itch, and it itches. You know what I do? I put it away so that my kids don't get it, and then I hide it from myself. Isn't it ironic? So we will pack the roly-polies in a hot minute. This was the other one that I ended up having, and I have one after this one. So this one actually has like a tobacco. This is called the Cowboy. I ended up getting 3 of these. The other one is an opera singer. And they're all by Bristol Ware, and they all have the date. And then some of them come with they're collectible antique tins. Ironically, I went to a yard sale the other day, and I saw Mr. and Mrs. Claus out of these. But the people wanted $25 each, which is how much I charged for these. I think I put them up on my Etsy for $30, and I was running a sale, so these ended up shipping for $20 each. So I ended up purchasing, I think, the whole set of 3 for under $5. So that was definitely a good win. They're so cute. They're lightweight, really easy to ship, which is perfect. It takes a lot to bing up tins, so that's another reason why I like grabbing tins. I like things that are different, unusual, silly, funny, and this was definitely one of those. So I'll package these up later because I like to wrap that kind of stuff, even though they're tins. I really like to pride myself on that. They are super cute. Okay, and then I have Thimbles. I sold a Bakelite bracelet, and I sold some Laurel Birch. So I'm going to grab my Bakelite bracelet. And where did I put that? All right. So these are them. I sold these for $31. I'm surprised. I'm always baffled by how she's known. She's known for her cats. That's what she's more famous for. And her signature was one at first that I did not know anything about. I was like, who's Yarnell? Who's, whatever. But any time you can pick up Laurel Birch earrings, they have a really big following. So definitely recommend that. Cannot recommend that enough. So what I usually do is I have a piece of tissue, and I'm running low on a lot of my packing stuff because I'm a loser, baby. And I wrap and wrap and wrap. And I listen for children. And then I will take my sheet. Hey! You got it. Cat Noir, save the day. And a little dab will do you. So, yeah. Even though they're earrings, they still, you never know what could happen. And that's like a literal nightmare. Rather be an overpacker than whatever. I'm so mad at myself that I don't know where my gun is. All right, so I'm just going to take it and just, I always applaud, especially in Mr. Jim's packaging. I know that I'm going to have to always have a knife or something by me because they pack their stuff really well. So, yeah, just going to take this just like this. And I have my blue bubble mailers. Just like this. Do I sell more jewelry on Etsy and eBay? It's about 50-50. A majority of my items are jewelry. So I put a lot of my newer items on J. Crew and Coldwater Creek and things like that on my eBay. Things that I don't think people traditionally look for on Etsy. I try to really limit my stuff on Etsy to be vintage. Napier, Monet, Joan Rivers. I did not want to deal with eBay. I had so many run-ins in my short amount of time on eBay. But the person who really encouraged me to do so was Bolo Buddies. She was like, start cross-posting, put everything on eBay and Etsy. And believe it or not, I took the plunge. And it makes me very nervous because in my short amount of time of selling on Etsy, I've not had nearly as many problems as I do on eBay. I don't know what it is. I try to be as transparent as possible. I mean, over the top, always include max amount of pictures. I get up in there with my pictures, so there shouldn't be any kind of discrepancy, but eBay, it always ends up being a problem. So what can you do? Patsy, you sell most of your jewelry on eBay? It just depends. Yeah. No problems on Etsy. And the problems that I have had on Etsy have been people are like, I didn't realize how small this was. And I was like, I listed the measurements everywhere. And I mean, literally comparison next to a coin. The tape measure right there. It is what it is. Now I'm going to be looking. This is my bulk heavy stuff that I haven't had the room to put into my my containers yet. Ugh, people. I know. I was talking about that yesterday, and I do not mean to complain because I am so thankful for, you know, being able to do this, to stay at home, to hang out with my kids, take care of my kids, and sell some stuff. But still. Yeah, the holidays have really helped me pick up, and occasionally I'll run a sale on things. Yeah, that's true, Patsy, for sure. And I follow American Arbitrage on Instagram, and he gives a lot of awesome tips, especially things to look for on you know, at the thrift store, how to list stuff on eBay, because he primarily lists stuff on eBay. And he just does, I think he started on TikTok showing these 15 to 30-second videos of him going through and how much he'll pick up an item for and how much he'll list it for. And then he'll go over like helpful hints and trips. But list as much as you can. Yeah, he said at least to get into the algorithm at least once a day. And so I tend to try to do that. I'll just pop on randomly and I'll post something just to say I've posted once a day. So it could be a little time consuming, but what can you do? Yeah, so I'm going to go grab that. It's not in here. So much for being organized, am I right? All right. So I try to have my stuff back. This was something that I actually got in a lot. This is a vintage Bakelite bracelet, and I sold this one. I originally had it listed for $40. I sold it for $34. And you know, I listed there is wear. But this is Bakelite, nevertheless. So this is a fun one, and it has a bit of a moon glow kind of shift on the Bakelite. Semi-favorite. So I usually I'll have it in a bag. I'll usually, since this is like kind of thicker cardstock. So really, I know, you know, and I tell a lot, I try to be as transparent as possible, but YouTube is great for fast flips. Say that 10 times fast. It's great, but you don't nearly. Oh my gosh, where are they? What costume are you talking about? Yes, you get 200 free listings a month. Or something. Minion costume. It's kind of hot for the Minion costume, you think? Etsy takes a little bit of time to build up the clientele to it. But okay. But once it gets going, you know, at first I wasn't listing as much. It's just remaining active and consistent. I have to grab an address. Yes. Choking on apple juice? Okay, here you go. Definitely for handmade items, definitely for vintage items. My goodness, where's your water, baby? Huh? Yes. What? What? Baby. Here, drink some water. Okay. What am I coming on for? Well, here. You know you can do this. I believe in you. Step into it. Let's see. The other one in there. Okay, arms in here. Good job. Good job. All right. And zip it up, okay? There you go. Good job. Okay. For sure. And, you know, to believe it or not, I've sold more vintage stuff than I've sold handmade stuff on Etsy. But I listed so many when I started on Etsy. I have listed like 80 things the first day I listed, and now they all expire at the same time. There is an opportunity to put always automatically. That's the one thing that is a little about Etsy is how much you have to refresh your listings. I think probably like they're good for a certain amount of months. And then it's 20 cents depending. But I read somewhere that the cost and fees on Etsy is the cheapest. I could be wrong, but that's what I understand. I have them set to automatically refresh 4 months. That's not a long time at all. God bless you. Yeah, Patsy, I've heard that Tiffany put in a big old order for you. That's awesome. And Miss Patsy's going to be filling in on a spot on the Artisan Showcase. So that's going to be really fun. Hopefully she'll bring that. Yeah. It is, you know, and one thing about Etsy is they want you to be talkative on there. And what I mean by that is they want you to talk up your item. They want to know how you found it, where you found it. I find oftentimes, I even had someone ask me yesterday if I could look over there on Etsy, blast it, mother's gift for her, you know, things that site is geared towards, you know, vintage collective, like when you're putting something sterling, make sure you put 925 sterling silver. Don't shorten anything. And see, I find on eBay, people just want short, sweet, to the point, stuff like that. So that's one that's really helped me, I do believe. What'd you say? You're riding a car? Say beep, beep. Beep, beep. Get my exercise in. High knees, high knees, high knees. Finally finished Tiffany's order. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. That's fun. I can't imagine. I'm nervous to list stuff that I soldered on Etsy. So I'm glad you're excited. I'm nervous. It gets different just selling something's already manufactured items. For me, I like to put the shipping label where the fold is. Hey. That way I know if it's been tampered with or something. It just gives that added assurance. And I ended up getting new labels, and I have to cut them. I got to figure out my best labeling situation, but here it is. Hey, Wings of Love. Hello. And when I have a bulk order like this and I have some stuff here, I'll usually put some stickers on there. Nothing's better than getting a fun package that has fun stickers on it, in my opinion. Anyways. Talk up my fun stickers and now I don't know where I put them. Isn't it ironic? So anyways. Thanks. USPS free shipple labeling packing slips. They are awesome. Label packing slips? Do you know you're rewarded? No, nuh-uh, Patsy. I've seen people have them, but I don't know how to get them. And I have a store. So, I have an eBay store. I just don't know how to get it. I'm not very up with it on eBay. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I sell okay. But I don't know how to obtain that. I even had to ask this morning. I was on I was on Johnny's channel this morning, and I had to ask what managed payments were because I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the eBay lingo. La, 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 la. This is nice packing tape. My husband got it. Is it a store subscription? No, apparently now, similar to Etsy, eBay allows you to not have your items just go directly, or your payment rather, just directly to PayPal, but to another like bank account or stuff like that. Gives people the opportunity to pay with something other than their PayPal, I believe. But please, if anyone knows, correct me if I'm wrong. That is fine by me. Normally I have my tape gun. I'll find it eventually, along with my will. Last night I was supposed to have a sale with the garden, Miss Kelly, and the first time ever in my YouTube history, I canceled a sale because I was so tired. I finished making dinner and crashed out on the couch. 6 p.m. my time. Freaking wiped. And I mean, I didn't do anything more than I normally would. So, whatever. Anyways, so that's that. But of course, we have our Artisan Showcase this weekend. Miss Jenny Gems. Yeah, I pay more for the store as well. I find that I was actually being charged quite a lot of money to just list on eBay without having a store. And I was just like, dang, you know, how... Who do you think you're going to sell that to?
I sell it to Brother.
Oh.
I sell milkshake sale.
Same. I didn't have a sale yesterday either. I passed out. Yes. So tired. Laura was saying the same thing, that she was tired too. Maybe it's Maybe it's something with the moon. I don't know. Anyway, so I just went ahead and put a little flower on here, a little fun, little whatever. Taking me 12 years. This is normally how things go. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It takes me all day to pack things up because of kids and because I'm a lollygagger. I did have a couple Poshmark sales, which is exciting. Majority of the items that, like I mentioned, I sell are jewelry items. So you do have the store subscription. So oh yeah, okay, cool. I thought I had to like YouTube it or something. Hey Tiffany, I hope you're well. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going on Poshmark and I'm looking up what I sold because I can't remember. And I sold an Anne King flower pendant. And I sold a large Baroque pearl necklace. So I'm going to go get those. And what's awesome is one of my sales, I didn't have to offer them up. They just paid straight out. And another thing that, what's the matter with you? What is the matter? Another thing that Courtney from Bolo Buddies really gave me an insight on because I was so skeptical about cross-posting is someone who sells on Poshmark will buy on Poshmark. Someone who sells on Mercari will buy on Mercari. So that's something to consider as well. It's really easy for someone just to instantly shop from. I used to too. Poshmark used to be the thing that I used to do. Good morning. Good morning. I used to just sell primarily on Poshmark because I had a lot of business clothes for myself that I no longer needed because I changed into my stretchy pants from my work pants. So, yeah, it was really easy for me to click when I got a purchase and purchase something to resell on there or as a gift or whatever. What's really cool about Poshmark, though, is that a lot of the stuff is free shipping, or not free shipping, but you get free the shipping like the priority mailboxes. So anything up to $7.55. So I can put stuff in an envelope, and that's it. I don't have to worry about that. So, anyways, yeah. What's that about? So something like this, you could just pick up at the store. I know, right? That's what yes, really, really, really easy to ship. So those, I'll unwrap it for a second to show you guys what I'm doing. This stunning necklace of all pearls. It's really quite phenomenal. And it's heavy. Like, it is heavy. I listed this for $45 on my Poshmark, and it sold. $45 without a shipping discount or anything. This was one of the very, I can probably list on my hand how many times I've sold something without giving a discount. On my Poshmark. Very far and few between. So yeah, and especially since it's going in a flat rate envelope as opposed to a padded flat rate, which I do very much enjoy to package in because of that extra bubble and security. I'm just going to go ahead and packing tape the dickens out of it. That way it also gives us extra security. So yeah. So that's how I started, was Poshmark. So I still have my Poshmark active, and when I do cross post, I tend to increase my price on Poshmark and Mercari by $10. I do this because that $10 gap gives me some wiggle room, just in case I have to lower my price or discount something for them, give them a shipping discount, or whatever. I always anticipate that someone's going to want a lower price on my Mercari or Poshmark. It's just kind of the way it is sometimes, I think. Let me know if you've had the same kind of experience. I get a lot less sales on my Mercari and my Poshmark, even though I am just as active on there as my eBay and Etsy. So, gosh, sound like one of my kids' birthday. Yeah, and I've read in a lot of places, oh, my Mercari's popping. And I'm like, dang. The only thing, and maybe that's it, the only thing I don't do is I don't sit there and share. I don't sit there and promote my stuff on Mercari. If someone, I'll go through probably once a week. I'll update my Poshmark, like I'll reshare everything so that it's fresh, because they kind of yell at you a little bit. And I'll go through, and when I'm refreshing everything, I will send offers, and I'll price to move things at that point because it's been on there for a while and I'm tired of it. So, yeah. Anyways, so like I mentioned, I got new shipping labels. So normally I get like the half sheets. Ended up picking these up at a secondhand store. I'm like, save me some money on shipping labels. No, it's okay. When shipping, you can use the priority waterproof bag and then a small DVD box for extra packing too. I get a lot of my stuff shipped to my house, like the packaging and stuff. So like this is it here. So I don't know what those, I've seen people use them, but I don't know what they're called. If they're literally called a waterproof bag, then I've been called a ditz before, but yeah. Okay. And then I have a YouTube sale. And I usually have my YouTube sales all, I spend Sunday to package all day. That's usually my 48-hour mark. So I ended up selling these, which are like older stock, sterling silver earrings. I would probably list them, if I did, I would probably list them for like $32 on my eBay and Etsy, because it's a nice substantial chunk of sterling. These are stamped with a maker, but because I've had these for so long and I find jewelry pretty much everywhere I turn, I went ahead and sold them for $12. It is what it is. So it's a give and take. I'll have to make a short video on it. You go ahead, rock and roll. Good for you. Thankful for your experience on influence. Yeah, that's a lot of, I tell my husband, I didn't want my channel to all be about lives. Like I wanted it to be about unboxing, but I wanted a lot of it to be about education, because I'm from the generation where YouTube was really popular coming up. So I used it as I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to find a YouTube video about it. And at least if this is the case, the first of the year, I'm really going to try to ramp things up and change how I do, because as much as I enjoy being on YouTube and meeting wonderful people, I'm sure a lot of different people can also relate that you don't get as much money on there. It's fast money. And I'm just speaking honestly, it's fast money. You flip things fast. However, if you were to sit on it for just a little bit longer on your Etsy, eBay, you may be able to sell it. So it's kind of like check with Countess April on a box in a bag, which is waterproof. Been hearing about that a lot. I don't get a lot of stuff where it's enough that I would have to bag and box it, if that makes sense. After a while, you just get so much. Yes, exactly. So that's why I let this one go for cheap. There's no don't beat yourself up about it, but it comes a time where that's what you got to do. The worst thing is going back and looking at your past videos and being like, I could have sold this for higher. No, learn from it, move forward, and go from there. Get out of my bubble wrap, animal. Get out of here. Get out of here. Scooch. You want your water? Another one I sold this past weekend. I was on the Black Friday marathon, and I ended up selling 3 large bundles of beads. And everything you sell on that auction site is free shipping. So that's something to also consider too. On all of my Etsy, I have free shipping, but that's because I wanted to get into that algorithm. You always want to make sure you add a little extra, $3 to $4, so that, you can compensate for that. Like the James Avery, you didn't realize was James Avery until it was in your hand and you were accepting bids. Yeah. Way to bring up past mistakes, Cody. Thanks a bunch. Yeah, that is something that's a prime example of no matter what, if you're going to go on live, check something. But that just goes to show that I have a lot of people who have a total nice amount of courage and kindness to let me know what I have. And not once, but twice have I attempted to sell a James Avery piece without knowing about it. I also think a lot of it too is where you put, your stock and things. I don't think, he's just another designer. You have Kendra Scott, you have him, you have Monet, you have Leah Sophia, you have a whole bunch of other things. Bourbon and bow ties. It's wherever you find your turnaround. Yes, they do have a higher turnaround on them. I do sell that, but I get James Avery pieces so far and few between that, it's not, I sell more, it is what it is. But no, it was a very good learning lesson. And I will never forget, maybe I say that, but then I end up doing it. Peace. It's no big deal. But yeah, that sucked. And but I ended up getting the money for it. It was great. That just goes to show you too that I got that from a Shop Goodwill box. I didn't get that. And it was in a bunch of pendant lot that I had ended up getting. And I was actually going for the natural stone pendants as opposed to a cross, and a cross came in and I'm like, oh man, I'm going to have a hard time selling this cross because religious pieces are really personal. You tend to get them for someone because of whatever kind of reason. I'm like, so I'm just going to start all of these at a low price. And then I showed what it was and someone sound the alarm. It was a James Avery, but that's okay. It's okay. It ended up working out. like I mentioned, I have as an old flea market swap meter reseller. I don't meet reseller. This multiply selling pumps different ways. Yeah. No. Definitely tried to sell a sterling Zapata necklace without knowing it. Wasn't no yes. Yes. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, you know, it honestly depends too. The stamp is so small. Same with that one. You know, if you don't know, how are you to know? There's not a book out there that says this is everything you need to know about reselling clothes. This is everything you need to know about reselling jewelry. It's all trial and error and goofs. You know what I mean? So, like I mentioned, I sold a big box of beads. I'm going to see if it, fingers crossed, fits in a medium flat rate. So these are them. Lower my camera just a little bit, but don't judge my mess, guys. Okay, these are them. I ended up selling all of these for $55. Never heard of James Avery till the first time I watched Thelma Thrift. Yeah. Box in a bag. Pirate ship is easy to do. Well, we should make one. I know, right? That's a very good. I keep on telling myself first of the year I'm going to do more educational videos. I'm going to put out info on the different chains because I'm always like, I don't know what kind of chain this is, you know, whatever. But most definitely, I think NOLA Collectibles put out a video of some different maker's marks that you can common maker's marks. I think that's another great video that you should do because it all depends on it. You never know. What's this maker's mark? I don't know what it is. Someone else will know on there. So just to go. Does everybody have their protein shake today? Giggity. Okay. So I have my box and it fits. All right. I really have to find my gun. The problem is I'm a stacker and I have too much stuff. I found my gun. All right. Yeah. For sure, Silpata. And you know, Silpata moves faster for me on YouTube as opposed to Etsy and eBay because I price it higher on eBay and Etsy. And a lot of times, hey Gina, it just depends on depends. Depends on the sale, depends on the person. Trifari is a really good one too. To resell on Etsy. Believe it or not, my house is cleaner. Hey, Carly. You get an idea of my house. This is all stuff. And I had someone email me and ask me, hey, can you send me a picture of what I purchased? Yes. Ask for pictures. I have it all set up. So ask me for pictures, especially if you're getting a lot. That's okay. I will take it out. I will take a picture. You know, just ask. It's okay. I'll be willing to do whatever it is to help you like that. So I got my box. I'm considering making a silent auction video because you see that large flat rate box back there full of craft. It's just eating me. It's overwhelming my life. And then my kids jumbled up my bubble wrap. So these were really fun. And I was holding on to these because if you might have seen the last Artisan Showcase that I had on Miss Jenny Jems's channel, I was making window clings. I still am. I just really I was considering putting it on eBay, to be honest with you, as well. Just because I just don't want it. I have people who message me and ask me from time to time, hey, do you have a craft lot available for sale? And, that helps. And this was a red one. But I ended up getting these actual containers because they say what they are from an estate sale. I think I ended up getting all 3 of them for $5. And they were full. But a lot of thing is I knew they were kind of just trying to spread everything out. So I went ahead and just condensed, and then I added more. I added natural stones. I added things I was going to use with, but I have too much. I need to slow the roll. So I was really glad to be able to do that. Like butter. Okay, and then, I hope so. Even if it's a reseller, that's okay too. Put my little card. And guys, I know you're wondering, where did you get those pants? I got them from Becky. My daughter was telling me, Mom, your heart is in your butt. Yesterday. And I was like, that's okay. Perfect fit. Delicious. I know, right? Do I have any beer out? I don't think I have any beer out. I do have a protein shake though. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you. I think it was Patty auctions ago. Anyway, look at this huge Modelo my husband got. Can you believe it? Anyways, I still have. Aw, thanks so much, Cody. That's so sweet of you. I like them. Fun, simple to the point. And I'm going to be honest. I mean, I know some were talking about in the fridge. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of beer. I think that's the only beer that I have in the fridge. I don't even think we have any liquor. It's a dry house. Not intentionally. It's just, I don't have time. And I'll be very unproductive. Never been a really big drinker. Yeah. You only need one for sure. Boom shakalaka. So now that I found my gun, I'll go ahead. That's me too, honestly. Like I'm not a big drinker. I used to have, I think someone was talking about wine the other day. I'm just not a. You. Hey, what are you getting into? Hey, don't yell in. What's it? You want it off? Or did you take it off? Did you want that in your hair or no? Hello? Did you want that in your hair or no?
No.
Okay, that's fine. You put it on the table. Are you getting sleepy? Because you're getting moany magroni? Huh?
What do you say?
You're not sick. Ooh. Pick up groceries? I wish. I need to figure out how to do that, to unlock that level. Be safe. I do not. So I just took this guy, which is the butcher. And I'm gonna fold him like a Christmas present. Anyways. And this is like prime example of why I tell people, hey, I don't want to send gifts to somebody because I live in a chaotic house. And it's not chaotic at all. I shouldn't say that because I'm very fortunate. But I just, everything's everywhere. So I've got Mr. Man. Okay. I'm going to stick him in a box. And normally I have in and around here some like packing paper I'll take from another box. Roll him up in it. Take my well, nevertheless. And gun it up. I reuse everything. No point. Waste not, want not. Or something to that. And I always do the three tape system. So got the butcher. Make a funny face. You ever get your kids' song stuck in your head? I don't want to. But it happens. I normally will do this when my son is asleep because I can have the garbage can out. But he is awake, and so I can't do that. And I just use a little sticker to cover up the picture right there. Boom, boom. At least I try. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, you do? You keep scissors in your car? Well, that's good. That's safe. He's going with you? Oh, my goodness. All right. So I have another YouTube sale. We'll go check on it. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Make a funny face. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're the second person to ask me. No, she did not find her milk. However, I found her milk for her. She's so ridiculous. I can't. My cat is in the washing machine. What do I do? Oh God, that's funny. Yes, I feel like I should let everyone know every single time before we go to bed and before we leave the house. We always do a like a milk check. My husband and I will say, okay, milk's in the fridge, or whatever. So this is funny. Good times. Okay. So then I also have I think I have some eBay sales. Do I? I'm not. If it's not bothering me, it's just going to ignore it. What is this? What did you say, Laura? I used to keep a long rope too in case I found a stray dog. Aw. I had a really good friend that she would like stop her car and she would like move trash out of the road, and I'm like, not me. Oh man. Okay, so the cowboy. Hey, dude. Cool. Hey, if you're going to be a poo, you can scoot. But if you want to stay and make funny comments, you can stay. But don't be a poop. The mussels are not for sale. Anyways, all right. So I think this box is going to be too small for the roly-poly. That's going to fit. No, it's not. Because the cat smells. Well, it sounds like a personal problem, possibly. Don't be talking about skydive. Don't be talking about nasty stuff on here, okay? If you're going to take the nasty stuff, you can boot scoot. I don't want to have to block anybody, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to have it. So skydive, don't be gross. Okay. All right. So, cowboy's in. Cowboy's done. Skydive, you're done. Bummer. And thank you, Maddie. Really appreciate it. I know, right? Don't be a poo. Stream. If you're going to start acting dumb, then you're going to go. Boom. I mean, as long as they're not being nasty, it's fine. Like, sometimes if you just let them run its course, then they'll boot scoot. But I don't have a problem. Like, if they're just being, because they're being kids, that's it. Like, there's nothing to do right now. I mean, troll's a troll. My brother's a troll. But, like, you know, it's just about whatever. I don't have time for that. Thanks. There's no reason to be any other way. When you just confront them like that, they'll never leave. Yeah, I don't make a big deal about it. I'm just like, hey, if they're gonna make funny stuff, at least you can have a good laugh. But I don't really care. I literally came from, and I mean I'm a broken speaker, came from a generation of trolls. That's what we did. Like, we went online and we were beeholes to people. Like, it is what it is. They're just dumb. I think they're silly. Okay, so I don't think they are. You would say funnies until the cows come home. All right. Yes, they are bored. For sure. And that's okay. Rather that they're online and doing that than doing something stupid. I mean, at least maybe they're at home or, you know, whatever. You never know what their situation is. So just try to be as empathetic as possible to people. Some of a really cool dude started out with a butt joke on one of the channels. I really need to cover that bottom up. It was really funny. I still actually have it screenshotted on my phone because it was my first encounter with a troll. And I know this may sound silly, but it was this one right here. This one. That was a while ago. And they put their comment, their screen name on YouTube was called Anal Grease. And I was showing a ring holder, and I knew I was like skeptical about showing a ring holder because I knew exactly what it looked like. But the person put, I need one to cover my booty hole. And so I kept it because it's hilarious. But it just goes to show you, like, it's okay. Like, it's not a big deal. It's the internet. Like, if you get offended by that, there's a lot worse things that are happening in the world to be offended about. So, there's my TED Talk. Anyways, I don't take life too seriously. It's all fun. YOLO, am I right? And no joke, I went to YOLO middle school. Like, no joke, I went to YOLO middle school. And he's not on the internet, he's just a goofball. Yeah, I know. Man, when Halo first came out, my Halo on the 360, my brother, man, like, we're like Mortal Kombat. Oh, they're in my daughter's room. I know, it's very quiet, right? What are you doing? Huh? Being kind. Milk bath. You know what? I'm gonna go check on him. You got the milk? What are you doing? Aw, that's really nice. No milk. No milk. I just gave them water, and it's right here. They were very cute. My son is obsessed with the Eric, the author who wrote Hungry Caterpillar. And we got him a whole bunch of those books. And last night there was a person on Facebook Market who was selling a whole bunch of them for $8. And yes, Eric Carle. Be nice. He gets a bit rowdy when it's close to his nap time. God. Yeah, Jude, we have some open spots if you still want to come in. Giving you a hard time. You do what makes you happy. I know, I hear you. Look at me. Shipping. Look at me. All right. Okay, well, I think that's it for my shipping. I've got to find, actually, just kidding. I've got to find a few more things, and then I'll be done for today. But I'm still going to continue to do stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want to say hi? Oh. Have you guys seen the Grouch? Hey. Oh, yeah. Say hi. He's rotten. He's really cute. That's the problem. It's because he knows it. I'm scared for my future. Anyways. All right. Well, hush your butt. You're not getting the protein shake. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. I love you, but no. You can have some of this. Your water. There you go. God bless. All right. So, guys, I know. I hear you. Probably tonight, tonight my time, I'm going to go on live because I need to go outside and I need to solder. The Artisan Showcase is this weekend, and I need to get some stuff out there that you guys haven't seen. I have a few things that I'm working on in there, and I think you guys have really helped me give the confidence to start putting my stuff on Etsy. So I'm gonna finish taking photos because that's normally what I do. I'm gonna go put the Grouch down for bed, nap time, sweet nap time, and then yeah. Oh, really? Did you want to go on a stream? I can make a separate stream on StreamYard and we can chat while I take pictures. You want to do that? Get those rings on Etsy. Get those rings on Etsy. Get them. Get them. Let me know before I get off here. Because I literally have to, it's going to be like 10 minutes because I have to put my Grouch down and make a snack for my daughter or else she comes yelling at me and acting like I never feed her. I'm talking to you, Laura. Or rather, did you want to? Laura can make a separate stream, can craft, and I can take pictures. I'm more productive if I'm online. I'm glad that shook everybody up. I've been thinking about that for a long time. That's good. That works for me. Okay. All right. I'm going to sign off here and then I'll make another stream where I have myself set up to take some photos, and I'll have Laura on with me if she wants to come on. And I think Jenny would. I'll message her and be like, hey, you want to come on too? Because I know she wants to craft as well. So see you in a bit. Thanks for watching.